Hello everybody, my name is Dana Quinn. Today we're going to be talking about a very important skill in leadership, which is empathy. And so this skill is not just important while you are in a business culture, but when you're being an individual that communicate with people, you interact with people daily. This skill is a very important skill to ensure that your communication skills and the relationship that you build with people are strong and honest and trustworthy. So, what is empathy? Empathy is a very crucial behavior in behavioral management to motivate employees. So when you want to motivate your employees, as I've said before, you need to have the connection with them. You need to be able to understand what they're suffering. You need to understand what they're going on, and you need to be able to connect with them. And so empathy is the best way to connect to people, because empathy is basically when you take people's situation, then you understand that, oh, okay, they are struggling with this, they're struggling with that, and then you'll be able to understand their story. And that's when empathy comes in. That's when you're able to understand that, okay, this is what's happening to them, and that we need to be treating in a very in like a very good manner, in a way that's not going to affect what their feelings are or what their thoughts are. So what does empathy allows leaders to? First, when leaders are able to imply empathy into their behavioral and into their way of approaching the employees, then it's going to be able to build relationship. Because in that time, you would want to talk with somebody that understands you, that knows what you're going through, and that would be able to like be soft with you, to be able to be soft with what you're suffering on, right? And so when you are able to build a relationship like that, you're going to be able to build what we call as trust. And so they will consider you someone that's uh, reliable, and that is somebody that's trustable and is trustworthy. And so that then will help you to build a relationship with your employees. Secondly, you'll be able to show that you care. If you want to make an impact on somebody, then you must be able to care for them, right? And so you would not want to care, you would not want to trust, or you would not want to follow somebody that you do not care about, or they simply do not care about you. Like they just want to take you for advantage, and you do not want to be close with them, right? So when you're being empathetic people, then you'll be able to demonstrate that, oh, okay, I actually care about you. I actually want to genuinely know what you're suffering through, what you're going through every day, and I genuinely want to know if there's anything I could help you out. And that's when you could actually show that you are caring for them. And then that also helps you to build a relationship for them. And lastly, you're going to be able to understand the behaviors of the employee. Because just imagine, every employees, they would probably have a kind of connection with each other. If you're able to understand one employee, you're able to understand a very big majority of the other employees. And that's when you're able to understand that, oh, okay, they're acting like that because maybe the plan is not into their favor. Maybe somebody's wanting to implement change, and then you'll be able to understand the business culture and to be able to understand the business style that everybody's working on. So you do not want to be too hierarchy. You do not want to be too bossy around. You'd want to be someone that's friendly. You'd want to be something that's going to be able to not just to connect with them, but also to be able to push them. And so when you were able to connect to them, when you're able to push your position in their own shoes, then you're able to understand that, oh, okay, they need their leaders to be like this, they need their leaders to be like that. And that's when you have empathy, and that's when you're able to understand your employees way more. You are able to understand the people that work for you and the people that create your success. And that is all that's so crucial for empathy. So today we talk about empathy. Empathy is a very necessary thing in when you want to be a good leadership, because when you're a leadership you want to motivate people, but the only way for you to motivate people is to understand what they're going for, what they're opting for, and then push them for that. And you would not want to push them in an uncomfortable way, so you would want to push them in a friendly and suitable way. And the only way to find out if whether or not you're being suitable to them or not is through being empathy, to understand what your consumer and your employees actually want. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.